Hello, Starlights. Um, I am very, very sorry for being late. I normally try not to be. My my fiance had me run to the store very last minute, so I do apologize. I am going to give it a little bit, let a couple of you pop on, and then we will go from there and talk about my 3 favorite poisonous herbs. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start. So the 3 poisonous herbs I have picked out for you lovely Starlights today. Hello, Lindsay. How are you, love? The 3 poisonous herbs that I have picked out for you guys are foxglove, white baneberry, and the destroying angel. So the first herb I wanted to talk about is foxglove and how to use it, how it can affect you if you ingest it or anything like that. And I also want to go over the folk names of each of them, their planets, their genders, or their deities. Hello, Brittany. How are you, love? So again, first one on is foxglove. It is a baneful and toxic herb that is highly poisonous right before the seeds. So if you get any foxglove seeds at their most ripen, that is when the herb is actually more potent than the plant itself. So in case anyone were to ingest it accidentally, it is said to have a spicy or bitter taste. I'm doing good, love. It is said to have a spicy or bitter taste, and it only takes about 0.5 grams to actually kill a person. Quick disclaimer, ladies, do with this information as you will, but I will not be tried for murder for giving you such information, just in case. So it does take 0.5 grams to kill a person, if it is dried. If it is fresh, it only takes about 2 grams. And if you were to touch it or come in contact with it, please be very, very careful. And please, ladies, please wear your PPE, which is personal protection equipment, especially gloves when dealing with these types of herbs. I know that I still use gloves, occasionally a mask for some of the baneful herbs that I do use. So please, ladies, please be careful. So wear gloves, as it has crystal-like needles on the vines and flowers. And those needles, if punctured your skin, it can cause skin irritability and sometimes lead to throat swelling, stomach irritation, and difficulty breathing. While other side effects are when ingested can be irregular, strong or slow heartbeat, blurred vision, along with an upset stomach. You will have small pupils. You will have nausea, vomiting, dizziness, excessive irritation, fatigue, I am so sorry, ladies, excessive urination, fatigue, muscle weakness, and tremors, along with stupor, confusion, along with convulsion and death. And this also goes for any pets that you may have as well. Please be careful. I know I am actually starting a poisonous garden come next spring, so if anybody else is trying to start growing your own baneful herbs, just be careful. Some of its folk names are Clawflop. I cannot speak today. I seriously apologize, ladies. So some of its folk names are Cowflop, Dead Man's Bells, Dog's Finger, Fairy Weed, Lion's Mouth, and Witch's Bells, just to name a few. Its gender is feminine, and the planet it falls under is Venus. And its element is water. When used in magic, it is great for protection, and when grown in your garden, it can protect it along with your home. In the past, it was said that the housewives in Wales would use it to make black dye, in which they used it to paint crossed lines on the floor of the home, and it was also said that it would keep out evil spirits from entering the home. Its deity is associated with one who was said to be, in Roman times, sacred to a goddess named Flora. And if you know, or if you read mythology like I do, like a nerd that I am, she is actually one of the goddesses that touched Hera on her breasts and her stomach with sunflower and actually impregnated her with the god of Mars. So, I found that really cool. So does anybody have any questions for Foxglove by any chance? Before I move on, because and please tell me if I'm going fast. I will give it a couple of seconds. Also, I do apologize if I sound stuffy. I'm coming down with another cold, so I do apologize. So, no questions? No comments? No concerns? Okay, so I'm gonna move on. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Because trust me, I will literally research all day about poisonous herbs and give you every single answer that I can find. I adore poisonous herbs. So, I would say no, Brittany. Only because, when ingested, it can cause severe, symptoms. So if you burn it, it might do the same thing. I am not 100% sure. I will look, into it for you, and I will give you an answer. But just to be on the safe side, I absolutely would not burn it. I would say it is best used in like a spell jar or anything like that. I don't want to compare it to mugwort, but you know how mugwort kind of has like a psychedelic feeling if burned. It's kind of like that, but just to be on the safe side, I wouldn't burn it. But again, I will look it up for you, and I will give you that answer, love, I promise. So, I hope, okay, you're welcome, love. The next herb I have for you lovely ladies is called white baneberry, or commonly known as doll's eyes. Whenever I end the live, I will post pictures of what these look like, especially the destroying angel, because it does look like, oh, I can't remember that mushroom on the top of my head. It's not shiitake and it's not portobello's, but it's the white one that you get in the store. But it does look exactly like that. So please be careful. I will post pictures. So back to what I was saying. White baneberry. This herb is another highly toxic plant that can kill anyone in large quantities. It is said to taste very bitter, and the side effects when ingested are stomach cramps, dizziness, headache, diarrhea, hallucinations, cardiac arrest, and respiratory paralysis. If you come in contact with this herb, I highly recommend that you wear your PPE, gloves, mask, pants, anything like that. Excuse me, ladies, I'm sorry. Because if it touches your skin, even if it's just a small contact with it. I'm so sorry, ladies. If you come in contact with this herb, skin to herb directly, it will cause severe blisters on your skin where it has touched you. So some folk names for white baneberry includes doll's eyes, snakeberry, toadroot, and bugbane, just to name a few. Its planet is Saturn, and its element is Earth. And as far as how it's used in witchcraft, it's an interesting fact. Toads are actually attracted by the aroma, giving it the name of toadroot. Sorry, ladies. But you can use it in voodoo. If you were to do poppets and you wanted to cause someone harm, you could definitely put that in there. Placing a white variety of berries in place of the doll, or in the eyes of the doll, my bad, enabling it to see the distance of its victim. As far as I have found, I did not find a particular deity associated with it, and I could not find a gender, so I do apologize, ladies. Now, I am not gonna lie. When I was first practicing, one of my mentors had used this for a poppet. That is the only reason why I know. It's not really something to mess with. I mean, I'd mess with it. I'm not afraid. But just in case. So, yeah. Definitely not one to play around with, especially with poppets. I also know that it can be used as a type of protection as well. But it's more commonly found in voodoo. And the last herb that I have for you ladies, I'll wait. Do you guys have any questions about white baneberry? I don't want to go too fast and leave someone behind. So I will give it a couple seconds. So if no one has any questions, I will move on. So the last herb I wanted to talk about is one of my personal favorites, even though all poisonous herbs are my favorite. This one has always stood out to me for reasons unknown. I still can't figure it out. I just adore the hell out of it. But this particular herb is called the Destroying Angel. It is a highly toxinous mushroom, and if eaten, the side effects could be, and mind you, it would take about 8 hours for these side effects to kick in after ingestion. Again, ladies, do with this information as you will, but I will not be tried as an accomplice for murder, okay? just putting that out there. So it does take about 8 hours for the side effects to kick in with this mushroom. But the side effects are vomiting, diarrhea, cramps, and it can also destroy your liver and kidneys. What it does is it will dissolve your kidneys and your liver from the inside out, as well as death. There is also no cure if somebody were to eat it, as there are I can't remember what it's called. It's close to anti-venom, but it's for poisonous herbs. I know a lot of people are actually researching a cure for this particular mushroom, but they haven't found the right cure just yet. If someone were to eat it, only about 60 to 80% survive after eating this mushroom. And if you were to touch it, again, please, ladies, be careful. Wear gloves, wear a mask if you need to. But for this particular mushroom, I have come in contact with it. It is a powerful one. But what I normally do is the latex gloves. I will wear 3 to 4 pairs of them before I even think about touching this mushroom. just to be on the safe side, because this mushroom does have the same effects if you touch it as if you were to eat it. Especially when it's dried or it is made into an oil or something like that. I always wear 3 to 4 gloves, because I mainly I mainly keep the dried version of it. A folk name for this mushroom is called a death cap. In case some of you know it by that name, I've only known it by the destroying angel. But it is also known as a death cap. Its planet is Mercury, and its element is air, and its gender is masculine. And what it is used for in witchcraft, it is I am so sorry. It is used for understanding death and bringing one's spiritual energy closer to death, to better work with the ancestors and chthonic deities of death. So, for example, Thanos, Hades, Anubis, Hel. There are so many. Nyx. There's Lilith. There's, I want to say Hecate. There's like so many. So this is actually a great herb if you were to do it as a offering. But again, please be careful. Lindsay says, wow, mushrooms aren't any joke. I'm telling you, I adore mushrooms. That's why I included this one. I think that's why I'm drawn to it. I know that mushroom hunting is really big in my area, and it makes me nervous. I think I need to know precisely what I'm doing before I touch them. Yes. Especially with the red toadstools, you definitely want to know what you're doing. Because there are the shiitakes, there are the portobellas. There's a lot of them that you can actually eat. I actually have an entire mushroom poster behind me. Sorry, my movie shelf is in the way. I was moving my room around before my husband's like, hey, I need you to go to the store. So, but yeah, definitely, if you want, especially if you're going, like, or wanting to go mushroom hunting, I would do your research as much as you can, especially because if you come in contact with this one or a red toadstool, I know some of the spores, if they get on you, again, like with this one, it'll cause like difficulty breathing. It'll do, like, basically if you touch it, you're kind of screwed, for lack of a better word. I'm sorry. But yeah, I would definitely do as much research as you can before you consider doing mushroom hunting. I've been a couple of times, and I've made rookie mistakes like that, and my teacher had a field day with me. So, definitely be careful. But mushroom hunting is fun, I can tell you that. Anyway, back to the paper. Yeah, back to my notes, sorry. Oh, thank you! So, I got these from, a local place here. It is called Earthbound, and I have one right here by my Lilith altar. That is my favorite one, because I absolutely adore elephants, and I just, I love my tapestries. I plan to get more and, like, decorate this entire room with them. So, working with this mushroom spirit can help ease the fear of death for yourself, and for your loved ones. It also is used in very rare cases of necromancy. So if you haven't watched our lovely Crone Genus live, I do recommend that you watch it. It's phenomenal. It is amazing. And that is pretty much it. Those are the 3 poisonous herbs that I have for you ladies. Are there any questions, any comments or concerns I can help you with? If you have any questions that I do not know the answer to, I promise I will either post that in the silly fly. I will post that in the comments, or I will PM you that answer if you want. I know I have one for Brittany that I'm going to write down, and that is if she can burn Foxglove. So if you lovely ladies have any questions, please feel free to ask, and I will give it a couple of minutes. Oh, you're really welcome, Lindsay. I am getting better about doing these lives, and I absolutely adore letting you guys know the information that I know. So, plus, if I don't know something, it's research for me, and I absolutely love research, so no problem. You're welcome, Tanessa. Okay, well, if nobody has any questions, I'm going to hop off, and carry on with my day. Oh, thank you, Brittany. Also, I have to say this because I noticed it. I absolutely love your name on here. It's, excuse my French, it is fucking adorable. So I just had to tell you. But if nobody has any other questions, comments, or concerns, I'm going to hop off here and get a lot of things going for me and my husband's romantic evening for the night. So I love you all. Please be safe, and blessed be Starlights.